was hard to the team here to vote and then to select which one would be the top three. We will have here Seda, Seasa, and Sechi presenting. And the one thing that also, it was not that we decided to do this way, but considering the one Samsung that I mentioned in the beginning, it's great that we will have one case for MX, one case for VD, and one case for GA. Was not on purpose, was the results of the voting, but it's great to see that all the categories will be represented here. So let's start first with the Seda case. Beatriz, are you there to present?
Yes, I will share.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you see my screen? Is it working? Yeah? Okay. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Beatriz. I'm from marketing team, and I'm responsible for the VD categories. And we brought here the Outside Case Cup. So the problem that we had to solve with the Outside Cup was to increase Outside awareness. And the solution, of course, was the creation of the Outside Cup tournament. And the KPIs to measure the success was number of hand raisers, pre-order, and community engagement. So first of all, for those who don't know, Outside Cup was a very disruptive campaign for us. So we had the idea of creating a championship that engaged thousands of players and fans. And the goal here was to increase Outside's brand awareness. So I will pass a video for you and then explain the main milestones so I can talk a little bit more about the Outside Cup. Let's see if it's working with audio. Very quickly one, but just for everyone to feel the mood. I'm not gonna pass line by line here. Just a second, I think. I know it's good. I'm not gonna pass line by line here, but I brought this slide because I think it's important to mention that it was a 360 project. I think we involved like every possible area inside Samsung to help with the project. This was a hit for us. Everyone worked together to make Outside Cup the success it was. And then just passing through the phases. So we had 1 week of teaser, pre-registration for those who wanted to compete, then our regular hand raiser, pre-order, and then the big final. Moving to the KPIs, so regarding hand raiser, our goal was to achieve 12.5K from hand raiser, and we achieved 115%. So it was very good. For pre-ordered, we achieved 95%, so almost there. But anyway, when we compare sales from this week versus last year, from this year versus last year, we increased in 56%. So we think it's a very good number. And for community engagement, so impact, reach, engagement, every number was higher than we expected. We cannot measure awareness for Outside because we don't have base for it. But when you see those kind of numbers, we truly believe that we reached our main goal, that was to increase awareness, okay? Then we have created a timeline, so I'm not gonna pass through everything. So I highlighted in the green boxes the main milestones. So first of all, with only 3 weeks of championship, the Outside Cup became an official Counter-Strike tournament by Valve, which means that we start awarding points in the global ranking. which for us was very good because when we have a global ranking, we start to have pro players wanting to know about Odyssey Cup and compete. So it was very important. Then also we have a interesting behave that the classic football clubs sign up for the Odyssey Cup, and I mean football clubs, they're very important and huge in Brazil. So we had a lot of people wanting to play and wanting to watch the games. Also, for the first edition, we had 505 registered teams, which we think for the first one is very good. Let's see next year. And for me, the main milestone here, the peak was the idea to create the showmat. So with the beginning of Swiss stage, we held a showmat with our 8 influencers. The idea here was that they compete against each other, and some of them have never played Counter-Strike, so it was very fun because they started like to die all the time, and it was super funny. The show met last 3 hours, and we did 25% of the weekly registration goal during those 3 hours. So for our hand raiser number was very important. So a hit here. Then also synchronized with the playoff stage, we launched all the 3 products for Odyssey. And then during the playoff stage, we did a designed studio, a very professional one, and then we broadcasted all the playoffs games with casters like commenting everything during the game. So it was a very professional way of showcasing the playoff stage. And then final here, we had our big final with the two teams. So they compete against each other face to face. So we were able to gather them. But then we also had then live streaming. So one on Samsung YouTube channel and the other 9 with our influencers. And during the final, we did 28% of the total weekly sales. And then, of course, live views and all the engagement metrics that I showed you was like the final was very important for it. And then just here I brought some examples of key visuals and assets that we did and communicated during the championship. But I think that's it very quickly here.
Thank you, Beatriz. Great case. So everyone pay attention as you are going to vote which of the 3 is going to be the winner. So next one is going to be Seasa. Who is going to present for Seasa?
Yes, here. Hi, everyone. How are you? Just a second. I'm sharing my screen now. You see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we're seeing.
Okay. Yeah, put in into presentation mode. There. Well, first of all, hi everyone. This is Camila from Seasa marketing team, and today I'm gonna walk you through a very nice project we did this year, which is Samsung K-Stars. Well, as you know, K-pop in Argentina is a very strong passion point, which is growing over and over along the years. So what we saw was the opportunity to approach Gen Z in a different way and to seize this the strength of these passion points to transform into something with a huge potential of expansion and engagement into our social media. So our strategy based on this was to create the first K-pop ambassadorship program oriented mainly to call for young talents and to help them develop their skills, to support them through the power of our Galaxy devices. So the main insight here was based that every weekend, young dancers and boys and girls used to gather at Puerto Madero, which is a Hilton hotel. And the hotel itself has mirrored windows. So these young dancers used to reflect themselves into the hotel windows to rehearse their choreographies. So we saw that more than 100 people gathers each day during the weekend. So we saw the opportunity to call that people to make them participate on this idea. So as I mentioned before, the idea was to create the first program of ambassadors fully aligned to K-pop to help young amateur talents to become more professionals and to help them develop their skills with Samsung as the main supporter. So in regards to the execution, we had a collaboration with two very relevant figures into the Korean culture locally, which is Shinee Channel. Maybe some of you may hear of her, and also Celeste Diaz, another very famous profile. So what we did with them was to call for a very organic content creation session at the Hilton Broadway, and invited them to participate into this contest we were launching. And what they had to do was to create their best choreography and to upload into our social media to participate. We had more than 1,000 participants, which for the topic of the contest, and also just considering that this was like a first attempt, was a really good number. And out of the total participants, the best 20 were pre-selected to participate into the next big phase that we called the K-Star Campus. So this stage was about 4 workshops we did entirely for content creation with our devices, and also to give the opportunity for these amateur dancers to create content, dance, and also connect with each other. Also, along the whole phase, they had to do some kind of little missions aligned with content creations with Galaxy that helped them to accumulate points. We're going to work as a leverage towards the big final. This is a small video just as a recap this stage. Also, this was done within the context of a Foldables launch, so you will see Foldables a lot.
Language. Igual para.
So the main result of that was a great organic buzz creation, mostly in social media and Samsung members, which mainly helped to enhance the voting phase to choose the final winners, and also to introduce the main candidates for the big final, and to, of course, to generate a lot of engagement. Going to the next one. So once the convocatory ended, we made like a special edition of a live commerce where we introduced and unveiled the winners of the program. And we selected 6 winners that were presented by Shinee Channel. You remember her from the very beginning. So, this was like a very special moment because we generate like a lot of engagement and interest around this whole project. Not only, of course, from the very beginning, but this was like the main moment to know the new stars. So These are our 6 winners, which is 1 group and 3 solo dancers. A personal comment here is that at the beginning of this action, we were expecting like kind of a very amateur skills and dancing profiles, but honestly, for our surprise, the level of these people is great. They are very passionate and they represent a lot what we wanted to have with this campaign. So after we had the unveil of all the winners, we wanted to take this project into a next phase. So we leveraged the S25 Fan Edition launch to generate a 360 action. So we launched the first offline activations with this young group. And incentivized an UGC challenge where they have to launch this choreography self-made by them and to also invite people to participate. This was done at one of our our biggest stores. After that, they also participate at a Korean festival. This was very recent. And as like a final content or most quality content, we also created like a video clip with them, which is our first video clip ever, and we are about to launch within the next few weeks. It's a bit long, so maybe I can just put it forward a bit. The idea is that they start at a store and then transform into a new.
It has no sound.
Oh, sorry, I just heard this soundless. Well, I'm just going to pause here so we don't take so much time. But well, this was like a very big achievement with these guys. So going to the next phase, this was like the overall result. Let's consider that all of this was organic result generation. We achieved more than 7.3 million organic views, more almost 43K of comments in social media, and 23% of engagement. So it was a really good campaign, and also the most important thing is that we have a lot of potential and opportunity to keep developing in the near future. So in regards to the timeline and thinking ahead, in Q4, they're going to participate into the Solve for Tomorrow big final within the next week. And we're also shaping the content plan and the whole strategy for 2026, which of course will be to keep expanding this, to keep growing around this group. So thank you.
Thank you a lot, Camila. Great case. And the next one will be Sechi presenting.
Hi. I'm sharing the screen, the monitor right here. Just give me 1 second. Let me share the audio. Just 1 minute, please. Include this sound here. Okay, so Carmen is going to share. Everyone can see? Yeah. So go, Carmen, all yours.
Super. First of all, thank you, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. I think everyone in SETI feels very honored and humbled to have this case in this stage. So thank you. So if you are expecting a home appliances story, this is not a story about home appliances. This is a story about how we made something very complicated feel a bit simpler. Click slide. So we had let's say a key moment, a moment of truth. And this was something that happened during the Festival Viña del Mar. I don't know if you know this iconic cultural and artistic event. And this bold comedian spoke about AI. So I would like to play the video. Hopefully you will understand because it's in Spanish.
Me carga que se hable siempre, weón, de los avances tecnológicos, las noticias, weón. Todo el día hablando de los avances tecnológicos. Ay, que el cohete que va al espacio, que se devuelve solo, que vamos a conquistar otro planeta, que los robots, que la inteligencia artificial. ¿Qué me importa la inteligencia artificial, weón? ¿Sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué? Saquen un detergente bueno, weón. Una weá que saque las manchas de verdad, weón. Esa weá necesitamos. Qué inteligencia artificial, weón. Qué inteligencia. Ay, una aspiradora robot, weón. No como esas mierdas de aspiradoras que andan dando vueltas, no limpian ni una mierda, weón. Andan todo el día detrás tuyo. Sale, mierda, sale. Sale, aspira allá, allá. ¿Qué me seguí? Suéltame el cordón, mierda. Después anda un rato ahí y después se va a enchufar como va la hora de colación. Qué rabia, weón.
Listo.
Por la inteligencia artificial.
Yo creo, I think we, no yet. Bueno. Yeah, for those who don't speak Spanish or Chilean Spanish, what this comedian did was deliver a punch to the stomach of SETI, and I think the entire region. He brought to light the relevance of AI and the low perceived value that it has, revealing also the lack of knowledge. So we discover a powerful truth. People don't adopt complexity. They adopt what they understand and what feels meaningful to them. So technology can be brilliant, but if we cannot explain it in a few seconds, it doesn't exist. So we needed a new way to approach this. And we came up to this big idea, and now you can unveil so what we did, this is the big idea, this fluffy character. We created this bridge, a facilitator to explain AI in a simple and memorable way. So this fluffy blue character was conceived and brought to life through engaging stories and effectively demonstrating how AI simplifies life at home and bridges the gap between complex AI and concepts that consumers understand. Next. So they kind of like the heart of everything we do. They are inside of every single Samsung device. They are very intelligent creatures working tirelessly to enable technology to to do incredible things. Next. So to kick off this and to encourage community to engage and to interact, we launched a contest to choose the name because at the beginning they were named Bespokes. But then, along with the region partners, we realized that this project had a lot of potential. So we let people to choose the name. And then when we had these finalistas, I don't know how to say, like this short list of names, we invited the SET team to choose the final one. And the winner was Sammy. So it's like a little baby of Sam now. I'm just kidding. We call it Sammy, and we launched it with this video that it had 15% of engagement rate. You can play it. You were able to hear, see? So then we launched this video to present to everyone the capabilities of these characters. And this is like the long film that we launch in every single platform that we have. So I heard previously that someone had this challenge with the bespoke AI Winfrey, and we had it too. And we took this as a starting point. We needed to communicate this new product that had AI. So what does it mean for customers? What's in for customers and consumers? So we wanted to highlight AI energy mode, AI fast cooling, smart things, remote control, the sleep. So we had a lot of ambition. So we took a key insight from the market that there is a cost of electricity that has risen over 30%. So we wanted to show how our new bespoke AI Winfrey could help people. I don't know if you agree, but people often do not remember like technical features like AI energy mode. But we thought that they will remember the Samis who take care of the consumption of this home appliance. So we launched our first product film. So please next, and you will see the creativity.
I know, bespoke, I know.
Thank you. So once we saw them in action, we leveraged their potential and have deployed their superpowers, we call it, across all second half campaigns. So we have used them in the new bespoke AI top load, the new bespoke AI jet light, the Why Samsung campaign, and even now with the spring refrigerator campaign. So we have taken like full potential and full advantage of this resource. And even we had a special occasion to showcase and to communicate one of our flagship products, and it was in Halloween. Next slide, please. And here's a short film. put the final one. I'm so sorry. I will share the so you can watch it later. Now I can see? Yeah, super. I'm so sorry. I wanted to you to see this Halloween film. I will share it with you later. By mistake, I put the teaser one. I'm so sorry. Well, preliminary results. We have, as I said, used this SAMIs in every single campaign. So we have reached around 11 million people. We have a very good sentiment, 87%. We always have, of course, claims, but it's not about the SAMIs. It's about sometimes that we do not do our best as a brand. And I already said in the DA presentation that we have managed to increase and double the digits in engagement rate. DAs is a very challenging category when it comes to content creation. So the SAMIs had been like a very good tool to communicate the product benefits. And next one. So up next, and it's not only Q4, but also our ambitions for next year. It's we will not stop dreaming, and I think it's not limited to the A category. We hope that everyone can join this adventure, and even to make them more exposed. We would love to invite MX and every single category to explore the potential of these characters, and hopefully to have a full deploy, not only digital but also have them in our flagship stores, and I don't know, everywhere, because they are really good, engaging tool to get through these tough messages. And I think that's it. Thank you, and I would like to say, people is. I think this is just the beginning. We didn't know how to call AI, and nowadays I think we can call it like very strongly SAMIs. So they have a name in Samsung, and it's the name. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Also, another amazing case. Guys, I have something to tell about all of the three cases, but I will not talk till we finalize the voting time. So we will have now a QR code. So all of you can vote in which one do you prefer as the winning one. And then I will give you 2 minutes. I think it's more than enough for you to vote. You just saw all the three cases. Everybody can vote in this in the three of them. And so now is 6:44 here, 6:46. We will announce the winner. Guys, around 2 minutes for voting. I think it's more than enough. I think we had more than almost 80 votes here. I hope everyone voted only once to be fair. But first, before talk, I'm very glad that the cases that were selected were also very in line with the cases that also our leadership here in LATAM and also even in Suwon, all the 3 cases, I think one common thing that they have is that they inspired to, how can I say, they inspire to impact more than only their own subsidiaries. Just as an example, when we talk about the first one that presented, Odyssey Cup, that was an idea from SEDA. So they started with the Odyssey Cup and how to transform the DTM from monitor that normally doesn't have too much awareness to this great event. And the leadership loved the idea and then transformed that in something that was expanded to all subsidiaries, and we even had the Pan Latam Odyssey Cup later. So impacted not only SEDA where it was created, but the entire region, and most probably we will have again next year. The other one that the second one that presented was SEASA with K-Stars, and I would say the same thing, that this was a great case, as we could see the 360, and when it was presented, I know probably the people from MX would remember HS asked us to include that for the planning of Q4 for all subsidiaries regarding K-Wave. And also, as you will see tomorrow, we will talk a lot about passion points, and the K-Wave is going to be, I know that we've been talking about, but this also inspired us a lot of having K-Wave as one of the main passion points for next year. So SEASA with this case impacted the leadership and also their guide on how we should move forward in the region and in next year. And the last one that presented, SAMIS. I remember when we first received it here, everybody loved the idea, and here in Lao office, we presented, and even we were with mixed feelings of we love it, can we do it or not? And then together with Sachi team, it was presented to Suwon, and even Suwon liked the idea. They start to imagine what else could we do this. So we see a lot of potential for SAMIS, as was presented lastly by Carmen, not only for DA. They even had another name, but SAMIS can be for the One Samsung portfolio for AI for all, and it's possible to implement in the entire region, and we can dream, maybe not even the region, even outside of our region. So without more, okay, let's put here the votes to see who was the winner of the